Look in Bavaria in the 1930s. She discovered the missionaries possessed the fifth and the sixth pieces of the planispheric disk. She built this lab and a host of robots to aid her search for the pieces. I finally found this lab and continued the Frau's work, building a legion of her Kriegsstaffer bots to retrieve the pieces for me. My holographic masquerade as Frau Glück bought my bots all the time they needed. And I would have gotten away with eliminating Cassidy if it weren't for you meddling kids. Now that I have everything I need, I can dispose of this place and all of you at the same time. Farewell, darling Kinder, farewell.
And counting.
No, we can't make it to movie.
We gotta try. 6, 5. Look out!
Thanks, Scoob. Oh my goodness. We're leaving now.
I wish. Roby, stop! The only way we can leave is if someone stays behind and keeps the doors open with this manual override lever. I'll do it. No. I'll be right behind you. Trust me, I'm a fast swimmer. Go! I'll be fine. Go!
What we were talking about before, about regret? You weren't talking about me and Fred. You were talking about you and Mr. E. You loved him once, didn't you?
What E and I had, we lost a long time ago. Don't make the same mistake I did. Now go!
Do you see her?
Don't worry! She's here somewhere!
Oh. Look, gang. He's holding something. Oh. Oh, no! No, Fred.
Easy, Daphne. I'm sure she got out. Right, guys?
Like, yeah. Definitely.
She saved us.
I guess maybe we were wrong about Cassidy.
Mystery Incorporated.
The men and I were overtaken with a desire to find this great treasure. Find it, we did. In our thirst for power and wealth, we have discovered a terrible evil. I used the alchemical disc, the Planisferico, to map our location, and we buried the evil treasure deep, deep underground.
The planispheric disk.
They have 3 pieces, we have 3 pieces. We have to find out which member of the gang is keeping the pieces.
Our son. Question is, will they be willing to betray their only son?
Yeah, that's right. Eat the jam. Eat 'em. Eat all my loud jam. What are
who thinks you need to respect your elders, other people's property, and their right to a quiet night!
Krampus? Why don't you just call yourself Dorcas or Lamus?
Hey there, son.
What are you doing, dear?
Yeah, what's in the
Briefcase.
Glad you asked. Mom, Dad, I've got something important to say. Since you've come back into my life, I finally feel for the first time ever that I can trust adults.
Oh, Fred.
We're glad you feel that way, son.
And because of that, if anything should happen to me or the gang, I want you to have what's in this briefcase.
We can take it right now.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm going to put it in the mystery machine for now, so I can keep a close eye on it. The gang and I are checking out some weird goat guy who's terrorizing kids. You know duty. It calls. It's so great having you both in my life again.
Keep your tripwire taut.
And your tensile line strong.
Ricky, it's Brad.
And Judy.
Go ahead, you two.
Tell Professor Pericles the rest of the planispheric disk
Is ours for the taking.
Something's been bugging me about our little underwater escapade. There's a lot about that adventure I wish we could forget.
Amen to that.
But the weirdest part of all was what the late Abigail Gluck whispered.
Like I'll say, a crazy mummified corpse whispering Nibiru is creepy times 10.
It gets creepier. I googled it and found a lot. Namely this. Nibiru is a planet listed in the writings of Zechariah Sitchin, particularly his book The 12th Planet. According to Sitchin's interpretation of Babylonian religious texts, a giant planet called Nibiru passes by Earth every 3,600 years and allows its sentient inhabitants to interact with humanity. These beings, which Sitchin identified with the Anunnaki of Sumerian myth, would become humanity's first gods. My favorite internet encyclopedia says there's supposed to be a collision. The Nibiru collision is a disastrous encounter between the Earth and a large planetary object. Believers in this doomsday event usually refer to this object as Planet X, or Nibiru.
The doomsday event?
Like, what's the connection between Nibiru and that crazy old German lady?
Honestly, I have no idea.
No, not only is this game totally fake, it's broken.
You were saying?
It's only because I'm used to shooting live targets and not video hooligans. I'm gonna go check out that kid playing Prance Prance Evolution. Those are some very suspicious dance moves.
I'm glad you kids are here. So what's this about a monster turning kids' hair white with fear? Sounds kind of old school.
He calls himself Krampus, and apparently he has something against bad children. Now, normally, I wouldn't have a problem with getting delinquents off the streets, but parents are complaining that their kids are afraid to sleep without the lights on, and that's putting a strain on the Crystal Cove power grid.
We'd be glad to help you.
But, like, why are we meeting in an arcade?
Oh, sheesh. You call yourselves investigators? Everyone knows arcades and roller discos are breeding grounds for criminal children. These places are basically coin-operated prisons.
It's nice taking the old Enigma machine out for a little dark, evil action.
You certainly kept
This baby in great shape.
Stay focused. We must secure the 3 pieces of the planispheric disk. Mach schnell, schnell!
I can corn dog without my nose.
Are you gonna eat that?
Yeah, 10-second nose rule.
Stop! You female hooligans!
seem helpless to act, it is time for Krampus to teach you some manners!
There he is! Krampus is getting away! Come on!
That's okay. We'll stay here and deal with the bigger issue. Namely, all the abandoned corn dogs around here that suddenly need a new home.
Yeah, in our bellies.
That's our boy.
This is going to take longer than we thought.
A lot longer.
Yes, a lot longer. Thank you, Brad.
You're welcome, Judy.
Time to go. Move it.
I look like some smelly wizard from Center Earth.
Gang, we really need to do something about Krampus.
I'll say, even bad children don't deserve this.
Well, gang, the mayor was right. Krampus is well known in German folklore as sort of a boogeyman who has a real problem with bad kids.
And he's like crazy ugly.
With a club made of sticks?
Yeah, like what's up with that?
They're called switches, and he used to punish bad children with them back in the old country.
Jeez, the old country was rough.
It says here he usually only appears during the winter months. So this is a bit of an off-season appearance.
Fred, are you okay?
I don't know, Daphne. This whole thing about Krampus, stern, disciplinarian, cold, and impartial, he makes me think of my former father, Mayor Dad.
Go on.
Well, my not dad was always super critical of me, and I can never understand why, but in a weird way, I kind of miss the attention.
Oh, Freddie, there's something missing.
I know, I just said that.
No, there's something missing over there.
That's Charlie the Haunted Robot spot.
He's one of the museum's biggest draws. We better tell the others.
This Krampus mystery is certainly
Very intriguing.
It is no mystery at all. Krampus. Dear Krampus. I have such fond memories of Krampus from when I was just a hatchling. I can still hear the sound of Krampus visiting bad children on a cold winter's night. The screams of fear and terror. So soothing.
Fond memories aside, this Krampus may present a problem.
I'm not so sure, Ricky. The vault! We must let nothing stop us from retrieving the other 3 pieces of the planispheric disk from the Kinder. Perhaps Krampus is exactly the distraction we need.
I'm not sure what Charlie the Robot has to do with Krampus. We need more. We need to anticipate where Krampus will strike next.
Yeah, like if we could put all the bad kids from Crystal Cove in one place, I'm sure Krampus would just show up.
That's it. Maybe we can't get all the bad kids in one place, but I know the one place that holds the baddest kid. Come on, gang. So what do you say? You want to help?
You want me to use myself as bait for this evil goat?
Volcano Island, Blue Falcon. Make yourself comfortable.
You expect me to talk simply because you're threatening me with your agonizer ray?
Agonizer ray? No, little birdie man. You are far too resilient. However, are you not famously devoted to your dog?
He means more to me than life itself.
Now, Bobo. Hey, Katara! I know that the Quest X power source is hidden within this animal. Tell me how to retrieve it, or I shall activate the beam once more.
Never. He doesn't mean that. Tell me you don't mean that.
But you said you would do anything. Sacrifice anything to save your dog.
I would. But that's not my dog. Thanks for nothing.
All right, E. No more Mr. Nice Mystery Inc. teen.
Okay. All I know is when I bought Quest Industries, there was an asset listed as the Quest X power source. But I was never able to locate it, I swear.
Then we have nothing to bargain with. And we don't even know where Zinn is holding them.
Well, there's the tracking device on Blue Falcon's belt.
He loaded himself constantly.
Volcano Island? Funny. You'd think we'd know about a smoking volcano so close to our town. But how do we get there?
Have you come to the right dog?
The Falcon car. Fred, you're a dog. I'm driving.
Full body scan on dog shows same as before. License plate, autographed picture of teenage boy.
But no Quest X power source. The Blue Falcon spoke the truth. Then they are useless to me. Throw them in the cells of despair. Be strong, my dragon. I now know the dog we're after. The cape should have been a tip-off. It appears the Quest X power source has come to us. Oh, shoot them down. Excellent. Now comb the crash for the dog's remains. You will soon have enough power for a lifetime, my dragon!
I wouldn't be so sure about that if I was you, Zinn.
Mystery Incorporated, you're alive?
Thanks to Shaggy's fancy flying. As soon as he saw your ray, he rolled the car over, dumping us all into the water, saving our lives.
Actually, that was totally an accident. I am not a great driver.
Get them!
I'm sure you moved in a totally platonic way. They wouldn't even notice.
Scooby!
No luck?
I had some makeup left over from military school.
I have failed you, my dragon. What bitterness to lose with the Quest X power source in our grasp. It's all your fault.
My fault? Gee, what'd I do? I hadn't a clue. Allow me to elucidate, Dog Wonder. It's time you knew the truth. You was an ordinary but beloved security dog until tragedy struck.
Bradley, I was able to replace most of Reggie's damaged body parts with robotic replacements. Now, for the tricky part, the heart.
But Doctor, are you telling me you're going to power this dog with the most powerful generator on the planet?
He's a living thing, Race, and deserves no less.
But Dynamite wasn't the only cyborg created in that explosion. Was he, Dr. Zinn?
No. Stealing the Quest X was to be a trial run for my greatest creation, the Dragon Battle Suit. So precious was this invention, I trusted only one person to test it. My own daughter. The accident fused the suit to Jenny and has been feeding off of her life force ever since. How did you know?
The dragon registered a heat signature on Mr. E's scanners.
But why the obsession with Dynamite?
Not the dog, the Quest X inside. With that to power the dragon suit, my Jenny would survive. But now,
I had no idea. Oh my goodness gracious, why didn't you say so? Never too busy to help a fellow cyborg with a jump start. That can destroy you both.
Father?
Jenny.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Robot dog, meddling kids, man in bird suit, you have my thanks. I have spent so many years pursuing my evil plan of global domination. I sometimes forget the beauty of a simple act of selfless kindness. You must all now be destroyed as this island explodes with the fury of 1,000 suns!
Come on, Dad. Let's load up.
Well, for an evil, crazed scientist, he certainly has a unique sense of humor.
Let's get out of here!
This is not over. I'll hunt him. I'll find him. And when I do...
Dude, would you give it a rest? Zin isn't all that bad. After all, he loves his daughter almost as much as we love our dogs. Previously on Mystery Incorporated.
The whole planispheric disk. I've cobbled together a rudimentary player for the planispheric disk. The sooner we find out what this is supposed to do, the sooner we'll solve the mystery of the cursed treasure. Jeepers, Fred. You're living in a van down by the river.
I didn't have much choice.
My folks have 20 spare bedrooms in the house, and I'm sure if you moved in, they wouldn't even notice. You and Nova should be okay in here.
The hero is coming. This has all happened before. It begins with the animal. The dog dies. Is he talking about me?
If each of the pieces reveals a location, then all of the pieces together should show us the treasure. Jeepers, it could be a cache of diamonds.
In a gold trap, covered in hot fudge.
Like wrapped in a burrito.
What would be your opinion, Nova?
Shinkies, look at this, gang. Senor P. Yave.
Like, what kind of name is that? Hey, what's the deal with the numbers?
Maybe the numbers are more coordinates. This could be the ultimate treasure destination. We should be ready to expect anything.
You have to help me!
Sheriff, what's wrong?
We're in the middle of a full-scale galactic war, and the Earth is the prize! Recently, these memories came flooding back to me. I was 14, home alone, doing what all kids did when their mom was gone. Rifle through her drawers, looking for old candy and a used lipstick container I could store my baby teeth in. Don't act like you never did it.
No.
Never.
Creepy.
Anyway, there I was, late one night in the closet, playing dead justice and pretending to fight Nitro Wazinski, when I heard something otherworldly coming from outside. And then all of a sudden, this white light appeared from outside. I felt a presence in the room. I was paralyzed. And then, it came for me.
What came for you?
An EBE.
An Ebe?
No, an EBE, an extraterrestrial biological entity. An alien being from far beyond the stars. A gray.
Gray what?
A gray alien, you know, with dinky little bodies, great big heads, smooth, hairless skin. Aren't you people paying attention?
So, like, you were abducted by an alien.
You could have just said that. It would have been much clearer.
Oh, thanks for the tip, Mushmouth.
Enough, you two. Continue, Sheriff.
As I was trying to say... They took me to their saucer and put a chip in my nasal cavity so they could track me, steal my memories, and make me do awful things.
What kinds of awful things?
Awful things! Awful!
Like, all right. We get it.
Awful things.
Have you told anyone else about this? Like maybe a licensed psychiatric professional?
Oh, you don't believe me? Well, take a look at this.
You were abducted by a teeth whitening kiosk?
What? Oh, that little gray beast was right there. They're so crafty. I need your help. I'm obviously desperate, which is why I came to 4 child detectives and their talking dog for help. Now we must be vigilant. They're very advanced.
Hang on, gang. Check out that store.
Sheriff, this might be a good time for you to do some sheriffing.
Hello, not real law enforcementers. I'm Sheriff Bronson Stone.
This is a minor theft, Sheriff. Some high-tech GPS thingamajigger. We're gonna check out the security footage if you want to tag along.
It's a gray. Hide me.
I don't know, Sheriff. It kind of looks like a kid in a sweatshirt.
There's another one.
Holy battle beyond the stars, it's a Nordic alien!
Or a woman holding a newspaper in front of her face.
Don't be fooled by their Nordic good looks and peaceful demeanors, girlie.
Like, what's that?
Electoid. Shapeshifters from Alpha Draconis. We're being invaded from all sides! While some call the Nordic aliens our space brothers, the less nitwitted among us, by which I mean me, know why they're really here, and that is to conquer and enslave us.
Is that why the lizard aliens came here too?
No. The reptoids are already here, living in the middle of our planet in a sanctuary called Hollow Earth.
Oh, for the love of...
What was that?
Chunkies!
Like, it's coming back!
Prepare yourselves. I think we're about to be...
What the hell? Stupid corn. My corn.
We need cheeseburger. Somebody, like, help.
If this is where Sheriff Bronson Stone makes his last stand, then so be it. You can't have me, you alien freaks!
Like, Sheriff?
Shaggy? Scooby? Guys, the path! Who cuts down corn from the middle out?
Corn trap artists.
It's not a path, it's a circle. A crop circle. A bright moving light, the mystery machine dies, the radio, a crop circle? I hate to say it, but...
There really are aliens among us.
So what do we do? First, we need to find the others. After that, I know someone who can help us. Although I'm sure I'm going to regret asking her.
Alien invasion! Oh, sweetie, you have no idea how happy this makes me. You finally believe!
I told you I was going to regret this. Velma has always poo-pooed my little hobby, obsession. But I knew she'd come around someday. You know, the government formed a secret agency called Majestic 12 to deal with the alien menace. They focus mainly on the Greys. No matter how many letters I write, they still neglect the reptoid threat. I suspect the government has a secret treaty with Hollow Earth.
It is scientifically impossible for the center of the Earth to be hollow, much less for bipedal reptiles to be living in it.
When convention and science offer us no answers, might we not finally turn to the fantastic as a plausibility?
Do you know that most people who claim to have seen a UFO have really just seen the planet Venus?
Mrs. Dinkley, do you really think you can help us?
Certainly, dear. With the arrival of the Nordic aliens, the reptoids have ventured above ground. I suspect that the Greys are stealing technology to repair their ship. Now, Sheriff, you are obviously the key to everything. The item in your nasal cavity is both controlling you and repressing your memories.
Oh, I knew it! Is that bad?
Very. But as I have been trained by Dr. Weaver, the master of abduction regression hypnosis, I believe I can help. Please raise your right hand, dear. Now, don't be frightened, Sheriff. I won't make you cough like a duck or flap your arms. So susceptible. Curious the aliens didn't abduct the two of you. Now, Sheriff, keep your eyes on the watch. Breathe deeply in and out.
Yuck. Like you said it, bud. Ew.
Now, dear, tell me about the light.
They'd come to me over the years. I knew I'd been repeatedly probed, but I had no memory of it. Then one night...
Then what happened, dear?
I was trapped in this creepy alien light. They took me to their ship and replaced the chip in my schnoz with something even bigger.
Did they say anything? Aliens usually give away their odious intentions while their victim is helpless on the table.
Well, they said my brain will keep the plans safe.
What plans?
The plans that will take them back home. The aliens need my brain. They're gonna steal my brain.
Must not be very complicated plans.
What was that? Look, the space cook is missing.
No, it's not. I think it's right over there.
Look out!
Get her before she gets away.
Aliens drive Winnebagos?
Like I said, dear, they've been here a long, long time.
They want my brain. You have to protect my brain.
You'll be safe here tonight, Sheriff.
You can room with me. You a side or back sleeper? Because I've got this great body pillow you can borrow.
I don't need some silly body pillow. But I am gonna miss my footy PJs.
While you guys are having your little sleepover, Scooby, Shaggy, and I have some investigating to do. Will you take Nova for the night?
You're investigating without us? There better not be a trap involved.
Like no trap, just a hunch.
Mom, Dad, I'm home. It's only me, no one else.
Honey, come see my new toy.
It's a car in the dining room.
I had to get rid of that flat wooden thing, of course. What's it called, love of my life?
A table, darling.
Oh, yeah, a table. Ah, the Pangea looks much better here. It's named after an energy-efficient continent.
I feel greener and more European already.
Hello, Barty Blank here.
Ah, Mr. Blake. I was just checking on the delivery of your automobile. Did it perhaps arrive safely?
Oh, it sure did. It's right here in my dining room.
And what more perfect place could there be? Enjoy the car, sir.
Such wonderful customer service.
The dog's so happy it makes my teeth hurt. Although that could be caused by the chip in my nasal cavity.
There's nothing more awesome than love. Well, except for traps. I remember what it was like to feel love for somebody. It was like some Amazonian river fish that laid eggs in my chest, and they all started to hatch at once.
That's disgusting.
That's love.
Well, even with my brain, it's hard enough to keep up with Mayor Nettles. And if the aliens take it, then, well, I won't even be able to fake knowing things like her first name and how she likes her bacon cut into little heart-shaped chocolates.
Huh?
You have to help me keep my brain.
You can count on Mystery Incorporated to save your brain, Sheriff. Now, let's get some sleep.
I chased that idiot sheriff off my property the other day. He was rooting for the garbage cans.
Said he was looking for clues, but when I aimed Nelly here at him, he skittered away like a grey fish right back to the mainland. His arms full of rotten day-old clams and had been sitting in the sun too long.
Thanks, Skipper. That's helpful.
Help!
Where should we look?
Bad smell! Bad smell!
Like smelly pins? Like for the first time ever? Oh, I'm not hungry.
Me neither.
We've solved half the mystery. As for the other half, Chinkies, that's it. Weren't there 3 mysterious figures at the mall? Boys, we've cracked this mystery wide open.
Like we have?
We will have after I make some phone calls to the power company and the army. Let's get the gang.
What's going on? Who's rubbing my baby? My car! My beautiful Pangea!
Get in!
They almost got my brain! Hold on, everyone. It's trapping time.
Don't get too close. They still might have some alien brain-stealing items ready to deploy.
That might be true if they were really aliens, but they are, in fact, Traveler O'Flaherty, Sheila O'Flaherty, and Connor O'Flaherty.
Usually we all recognize the villain and shout out his name in unison.
Yeah, Belm. Mind cluing us in?
I know all the criminals in Crystal Cove, and these jerks aren't ringing a bell.
Like you had a wanted poster for them on your wall.
Oh, please. Nobody ever pays attention to those. What is this? The Old West?
Were that it were, boyo, then perhaps we could have earned an honest living.
When I was